Hi friends, hi YouTube if you're new here. Hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun break, I love fun makeup. I love indie makeup, and I love color stories that don't necessarily go together. And I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. But if you don't know, it is what it is. I enjoyed whatever time we end up starting together. Usually I end up threatening y'all in this portion of the video, but I'm not going to today. I'm going to give you a recommendation. Go try these. I've recently got obsessed with them. But if you do end up selling them out, I will smack you. So I guess you do end up getting thrown a little bit in today's video. But anyways, today is a video that I thought I would do. I'm going to Hawaii. I'll be in Hawaii about the time that this goes up. And I thought, you know what, let's look through my collection and see like the kind of like islandy-esque type vibes and whatnot, like the bright colors and whatnot that I have in my collection, and like let's just talk through them and let's just chat and look over my collection and see what would fit that vibe. So if you want to see what palettes I ended up choosing for this thing, then let's get into it. I do have a pretty big selection right here, so just we might be here for a bit. This might be a 15-minute video. My speech is really bad today. Like, my brain to mouth is not the best right now, so just bear with me. But let's try and do this thing. Like I said, I've just picked out a bunch of palettes that kind of like fit the vibe of like really bright, fun colors and, just like nature tones and whatnot. Ocean, blah, 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 all that stuff. Like, I went with the vibe, okay? A lot of these are pretty much just summer, so you might see a bunch of these. Or I might just put this in like, label this as a summer one. I don't know, but we will end up seeing what this ends up being. But yeah, let's just go through the palettes and just, stop yapping, but continue yapping. This is the Pastel Garden palette from Bellute Bar. It looks like this. This is just like in the name, it's pastels. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. We got a bunch of good tones here, just a good vibe, a bunch of just, wonderful, wonderful shades. When I think of Hawaii, I just think of like bright, fun colors and just nature and just, like healthiness. Does that make sense? Like, it's just, everything is just flourishing there. And for whatever reason, this one really just gives me that vibe of just, fresh and healthy and just flourishing. I really like it. If you've been here for my spring one, look at that. I didn't say this was dainty. I said dainty in that video probably about 30 times. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on. Next, I grabbed the plastic palette from Blend Bunny. I have not played with this yet. I'm working my way there, okay? If you know anything about me, like I said in my intro, I'm more of a colorful makeup lover. And this is very neutral leaning. But when I saw this one, like, I thought, this one could really work. There's like the sand, the sand, the vibe, all that. Like, this is just a good little, little something that I really do feel like could fit the vibe. I might even pack this along. I don't know. I have not decided what I'm going to be packing palette wise exactly yet. But yeah, I just felt like this one kind of like fit that vibe. This one to me really does fit the vibe. It's one of my favorite palettes in my collection, but due to one of the shades breaking and me not knowing how to fix it and being scared that if I try to fix it, I'm just gonna F it up. It is the Coastal palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics. It looks like this. The shade Serene really kind of just got destroyed, but yeah, this is the color story right here. I freaking love this one. I think this is such a stunning palette. This is when I think of just summer and I think of just like, like beach days. This is it. We have all like the more earthier but fun summer tones in here, and I think this is such a lovely, lovely palette. I love it so much. Again, something that I probably really want to take out and play with more, but like this is everything and more, and I love it. Moving on, I grabbed this Sinful Echoes one called Alchemist Apothecary. I love these little 6 pans from them. I hope that they continue to make more of these, or like I really want to pick up other stuff from them. But yeah, this is this one right here. Again, just like the flowers, Hawaii is just such a stunning place, and like I said, the growth, there's so much growth there. There's trees and palm trees and just leaves and flowers and all that, and just this really, really just fit that vibe for me. I think this is just a stunning, stunning palette right here. It is just, something so pretty. I did see Baddie Bean do a video not that long ago about like mermaid theme palettes, but I'm not going to be doing that, and that's not really my thought process here. But I am going to be doing a like bog witch swampy vibe video at some point. So if you know me, you know, like, you know, it was coming at some point. But anyways, moving on. I chose the Glam Light Ice Cream palette. I adore this one. I have not taken this one out in a while, but that's just because I get distracted by that. And I've had other stuff that I really have just wanted to play with, but yeah, this is the color story of this one. Again, just the fun, bright colors that you think of when you think of like the flowers and just everything, and just a good vibe. We've got some sandy tones in here, some bright, fun colors. When I was down in Kona, we got, what was it? It wasn't shaved ice, but it was something, and I really liked it. There was a lot of fun, yummy flavors. Yeah, I had a good time with that one. This one is the Daily Grind by Unearthly Cosmetics. I grabbed this one just because of more of its like earthier tones in a sense, and you know, like we went to Volcano National Park, and this just really reminds me of it, you know, just all of these tones right here. I think it is so pretty, just a bunch of goodness in here. Then this one, just an incredibly obvious one. This is the Tropical palette from Beauty Bay. One of my all-time favorite palettes. I really love it. You know, just some bright, fun, gorgeous pinky and yellow summery tones in here. And to me, it really fits the vibe of just, you know, like islands and just the flowers and everything that just grows there. Lychee. I'm so excited to go have lychee again. I freaking love it. Next, I grabbed this Get Groovy one from Unearthly. It is just a gorgeous rainbow palette right here. It just has so many good tones. Again, just like the good, fun colors that you think of when you think of like the islands. And this one really just reminds me of the water there. It is just absolutely stunning. The sea is just so incredible down there, and it's just, I love it so much. Then I grabbed the Margarita palette from Glamlight. It looks like this. Just another fun, bright, colorful palette. Some sandier tones down there, but also bringing in those bright, fun colors. This is really just showing off all like my neons and just, you know, flowery tones in my collection. But yeah, just a gorgeous palette that I do really feel like fits the vibe. These ones are a tad bit more, I think, what I was initially thinking of when I was like making this idea for this video, but yeah, we're just moving on. This is the Delicious Delights palette from Cosmic Brushes, Cosmic Beauty, whatever the hell they are now. But yeah, this is the color story. I really picked it just because these two rows right here just really feel it for me. The tones, everything, the flowers, just everything. I really like this one, and I'm super excited to play with this one again. Once I get back more, I'm really going to be using a lot of these summery palettes this summer and just trying to dig more into my collection rather than just having a bunch of them just sit there. Next, I grabbed the Tokyo palette from Nomad. We're really going to be dipping into some of these Nomad ones here, just an FYI. This is just pastels, and I really like it. Again, just the flowery tones, just all that goodness. We've got some sandier tones, like over in Hilo they have the black sand beach and everything, and this one just really gave me the vibe of the island and everything. Like I said, I have a bunch of Nomad, but I feel like if you know what ones these are, this is just gonna be obvious. These are all their like kind of more islandy, summery theme palettes. So this is the Monteverde palette. It looks like this. It's kind of like a jungle themed one, and I just, you know, all the greens. When you go start driving through the big island, all you see is just green. It's just trees and grasses and just palm trees and everything, and I feel like this one really just does fit that vibe. I'm super excited to play with this shade right here called Hanging Bridges when I get back. You know, just this one is just so gorgeous, and I really do feel like this one fits the theme. Again, these are just water, ocean themed ones from Nomad, so clearly they were going to be in here. This one is the Paradise Islands palette. Clearly. clearly this one was going to be in here. It is just everything. I'm probably going to bring this one along. Again, like I said earlier, I kind of have a plan of what I'm going to film next week, but I kind of don't. I might bring a couple things with and just kind of vibe off of what I'm feeling. But yeah, this is like the perfect Hawaii island palette for me. I feel like this one really, really encapsulates it just beyond belief. And I really adore this one. I'm gonna put this one over here so then I remember to pack it. And then this one is the Keys Beachy and Peachy palette. I chose this one specifically more so for this side right here. I feel like this side is just island through and through. I think it is just an absolutely stunning palette. Yeah, I really need to play with the side. I think I am bringing this one along to Hawaii, so it's gonna be a battle between this one or this one, of who ends up getting played with and uploaded with next week. I have two more palettes here. I did choose the Bright 2.0 palette from Beauty Bay just because it is a rainbow palette, but it has more depth and some lightness rather than just the normalness of like a rainbow palette. Because there is a bunch of like deep earthier tones. You get further into the island and you find like these right here, you know, like it's just, you see this around the island. And then last but not least, I chose the Secret Garden palette from Belle Beauté Bar. I freaking love this one. I think this one is just stunning. Again, we have the earthy tones and the bright colorful flowers in this one, and I just, you know, the sands. And I really do feel like this one really does just fit the vibe that I was looking for. I did have more palettes that I had in this pile, but then as I was going through this, I was like, you know what, those don't really fit. So I don't know what I was thinking when I put those in there, but you know what, I'm glad I kicked them out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love talking about palettes. I love finding like brackets that we can put things in and be like, hey, you know what, I think this would fit this, like, you know, like I'm really excited to do that boggy, swampy vibe one coming up at some point. So yeah, there's that. If you guys made it to this point of the video, thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. I love doing these videos. I love making content. I love yapping about makeup with y'all. So if you like this, please tell me. I would love to do more videos like this, or if you have ideas, just, you know, yap it to me and I will try my hardest to get it done. But if you made it to this point of the video, guys, thank you. Like I said, a couple things before you go, though. Remember to not be piece of shit, don't be homophobic, don't be transphobic, don't be racist. It's 2025. Put your head in your ass and do freaking better. And remember, morals over makeup. Okay, just like get that through your head. Let's do better. Let's grow. Okay. Again, just thank you guys so much. I love doing this. I love being here. I love playing with makeup. I love yapping about makeup. So just thank you guys for supporting this. Just, it means the world to me. So remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.